What's going on, guys? It's Asal, and today we're taking a look at Titanfall 2, specifically the multiplayer portion of the game, though it's worth noting that unlike the first game in the series, Titanfall 2 does indeed have a single player campaign, though that won't be the focus of this video. Instead, I want to share with you guys what my experience has been with Titanfall 2, as I know that there are a lot of people out there who are very hesitant to get on board with Titanfall 2, as the first game had a very large falling out just months after launch. And yes, the title of this video is correct. I'm giving away a copy of Titanfall 2, the deluxe edition for PC, but in the interest of trying to force you to listen to my opinion, I'm going to share the details of that giveaway at the end of this video. My biggest problem with the original Titanfall game was that there simply wasn't anything to work towards after about 20 hours of gameplay. Cosmetics were all but non-existent, and the only thing you could really unlock were titans and weapons, and there just weren't very many of those, and once you had all of those items unlocked, there simply wasn't much incentive to keep coming back for more. The gameplay itself was great, it was fast-paced, it was exciting, and I really did enjoy it, but I'm of the opinion that in any multiplayer shooter or any multiplayer game in general, there needs to be something to work towards, even if it's something very simple, like a rank going up, something you might not even ever see or use. I'm talking about like weapon skins, portraits, cosmetics, that kind of thing, something that provides some sort of incentive to keep playing the game. Overwatch, for example, does a great job of this with their loot box system, as every 8 games or so you'll earn some new cosmetics, and with every ranked game you win, that gets you one step closer to earning a golden weapon. Now, will most people even get a golden weapon? Probably not, but that's the point. The point is that whether you're playing your first game or your 100th game, you'll always have something to work towards. Titanfall 2 has taken some big steps to alleviate the problem of progression with a reasonably sized collection of cosmetic unlocks, which include character and weapon skins, as well as skins and decals for your Titan, and not to mention the increased number of Titans and pilot weapons available for unlock. This is definitely a step in the right direction for Titanfall 2 as far as progression is concerned, but I haven't really found myself noticing enemies or teammates sporting specific skins, as the cosmetics aren't always easy to notice, and it's not often that you get super up close and personal with another player due to the fast-paced gameplay, so you often don't even notice those cosmetics, which is a little unfortunate. But overall, progression in Titanfall 2 is definitely better than that of the original game, though I do still worry that there is a bit of a lack of incentive to keep playing the game, but only time will tell if that is indeed the case. However, the gameplay itself in Titanfall 2 is top notch, and I've found myself enjoying it just as much, if not more, than the original game. The movement is just as crisp and intuitive as ever, and the gameplay is immensely satisfying. Respawn has done a great job as far as the actual mechanics go, and it really shows. I love the movement mechanics in Titanfall, specifically the wall riding and the jumping. Now, these mechanics are simple enough that they're easy to pick up in just a few minutes, but I can see them being very hard to master. Now, similar to the first game, these mechanics have achieved that level of easy to learn, hard to master, which really is essential to having these movement mechanics work in the first place. As far as gameplay changes go, Titans in Titanfall 2 are now much harder to earn than the original game, which is a good thing in my opinion. Now, if you're playing well, earning pilot kills and capturing objectives, you will earn your Titan at a significantly faster rate than someone who's not having the best game. So instead of getting your Titan at the same time as everyone else, like in the first game, you can very easily be the first to call in your Titan by a significant margin if you are on top of your game. Map design has also been great so far as I have seen, and I have yet to have any complaints as far as overall level design goes. And I've also really enjoyed the amped hardpoint mode. I really enjoy this because it ditches the AI, and let's be real, I just want to kill other people. I don't want to kill AI. I would go play campaign if I wanted to do that. And it just brings the combat to more centralized objectives, and it actually keeps it there, and it can actually last for quite some time, as there is incentive to remain on the objective for as long as possible. And it's much more exciting than a game mode where people just go to the objective, capture it, and then move on as soon as they have those points. Titan core abilities have also been revamped, and they now serve as more of an ultimate ability. They're quite powerful, and they're less of a glorified utility skill like they were in the first game, and you can actually do some serious damage with these abilities. Now, I personally haven't had the chance to try out all of the new Titans, but it seems as though each Titan is now much more unique, each having a very unique set of abilities. I mean, Some of them can even fly. It's very varied, it's quite across the board, and from all the ones I've tried out, I think I like the North Star the best just because it's more of a sniper class, but a lot of them are quite different, and I'm looking forward to trying all of them when I jump into the game next. Overall, I like Titanfall 2. It's great, though similar to the first game, I can't say it's my first choice when I sit down to an evening session of gaming. Now, I'm of the opinion that there are better shooters out there, but that is in no way saying that Titanfall 2 is a bad shooter. It's simply not my first choice, and that shouldn't rule out adding Titanfall 2 to your game library, as the game really is quite good and it's very polished. I'm just worried about longevity. Speaking of adding games to your library, let's get back to the details of this giveaway which you've been waiting so patiently to hear, unless of course you skipped the end of the video. But I'm sure none of you guys did that, right? To enter, there are 3 steps. Number 1, you must subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. Number 2, you must follow me on Twitter at Asal Gaming, which is linked in the description of this video. And finally, number 3, you must retweet the pinned tweet on my profile. Now, this should be pretty easy to find. I think it's right at the top of my profile. It'll say something like retweet to win, something like that. Essentially, it reiterates these 3 rules that I just told you. I will be picking a winner early next week. Now, this will be unbiased. I am not going to just pick someone I like. I'm going to use a random number generator. It'll be great, and I'll tweet out the winner and reach out to them via direct message on Twitter, assuming they have followed the steps that I just outlined. Best of luck to you all, and be sure to leave a like on this video if you have enjoyed it, and even if you're not planning on entering the giveaway, I'm still going to encourage you to subscribe to my channel anyways. Now everyone, this has been Asal. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.